Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourselves in this very strange world we live in. Tonight, we once again return to Orlando Ascended, mage venue, where a particular techno-savvy mage is going online, going on the grid to gain some interesting new toys and developments. It is time for him to evolve and adapt, so to speak. We now begin with our scene, with our Mr. Winrate beginning to log on.
Winrate gets into his networking chair. He attaches the cords to his cranial implant, and he just logs on in.
You log on to the Ethernet of Orlando. Not the busiest Ethernet you've been on, but nonetheless crowded. I mean, after all, it is a major metropolitan area. Go ahead and roll me your Arete Diff 3.
Hi. Alright. They go there. That small. That small. Mage. Aha.
Mage dice roller.
Yep. Took me a minute to find it. Three successes.
You log on without any interruptions. And you search for your Digimon.
Yep.
Now, what specifically are you looking for? Are you looking for the spiritual manifestations? Are you looking for the programs? Or are you actually looking for other avatars?
The spiritual manifestations.
Spiritual manifestations, okay. Go ahead and roll me your computer skill with intelligence. And yes, all of your reductions apply.
Okay. Woohoo! 7. What is the base diff?
Base diff will be 6.
Okay. And then you said intelligence?
Yes.
All right. 5
Very
successes.
good. It doesn't take you long before you start to find manifestations of Digimon on the net. Go ahead and describe to me what you do when you start finding some.
Well, which one is he will go and hunt down one of the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little blob Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
And he will
All right.
go ahead.
You're able to find a couple Kuromons and Popmons.
All right. All right. So he will wave over to the Koromon as he.
You see one of them kind of pop up to you. Yeah? What's up?
I'm looking for friends.
Oh, I'm looking for friends too.
Do you want to be my friend? And he will hold out his hand, and then I will Using int computer, basically generate a little data ball that looks like meat.
His eyes go wide in that anime fashion, and he takes the piece of meat and almost bites your hand off.
Ah, I need that. Shakes his hand.
He's like, oh, well, this is really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm new to this city, and I need a tour around the local digital world.
Ooh, I could do that. I know the world pretty well.
Excellent.
Starts
Go ahead.
He starts to kind of tour you about the Ethernet if you let him.
All right. And he will float behind.
You see a lot of industrial areas.
Mhm.
You do see a bit of gaming. There's also a big spiritual presence due to the fact that there's a reservation not too far from Orlando.
Mhm.
You can see some gaming competitions going on where it seems that some werewolves have managed to jack into the Ethernet and they are kicking the crud out of most of the other people that come on and kind of destroying the competition because, let's face it, they're werewolves. And they are digitally cybering themselves into the games. But they don't seem to pay you any mind. Even if a few of them see you, they just kind of like, meh. Nothing really seems to bug you much here until you see Cormon kind of go blank, and he's like, uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Oh, bad things showing up.
Bad things?
You feel your computer and your overall essence get attacked. Go ahead and roll me your int and computer, and then roll me your arete diff standard diff 7 for this.
All right, so entering computer. This is my int computer roll. That's 4 successes.
Okay.
And then what is the arete roll?
Diff 7, at least by default. The reduction's going to apply, but it starts at diff 7.
Okay. Crap. That is not what I wanted to happen. Got 3 successes on the arete roll.
All right. You feel your system get attacked, but you're able to hold it off fairly well. And that's when you see this thing form in the net.
Ooh. I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
It kind of ignores you and just starts to eat data. From your knowledge of computer spirits, this appears to be some sort of virus. Cormon's tucking itself behind your leg, and it's like, that thing is scary.
I've seen scarier. Come now, Cormon. Don't be terribly afraid.
Hey! The thing looks up at you and it's like, hey!
Hello.
Do you have food?
I might.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Then maybe we can work a deal.
Oh.
I provide you food, and you help me when I need some data consumed.
You notice at this point the data around you is starting to darken.
So,
Like these black ooze-like tendrils are kind of going out, and it's changing the way everything kind of looks around you.
mhm. And he will throw out another bit of data as another clump of meat.
It literally sticks out its tongue like a frog or lizard. Just eats it up.
Now I've given you food.
Oh.
Oh, maybe.
It's going to try and attack you again. Hold on.
Okay.
And he is rolling like the worst motherfucker I've ever seen.
So,
So he
I
tries
am
to
gonna.
attack you, and yeah, he tries to attack you and basically fails.
He pulls back. I didn't say you could do that. And then I'm gonna scramble his code.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as an Arete, as a dim psi effect, I am going to basically, scramble his data code. Basically, like rip the man body, but
Yep, and he will roll his defense for that.
it's a direct pattern attack.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm does not go off. I still need more successes, so he's gonna just keep coding.
Yep, he'll spend a point because he is rolling like so bad. Finally, wow, he actually got more than 2
Mhm.
successes. That's amazing.
Okay. So this will be my because combat in the digital web is fun. I'm gonna roll my
Yep.
computers to dodge, or wits computers rather. Pool's still the same.
Very good, very good.
And that's also 4 successes. Yay. And I have a wit specialty of rapid calculations.
Right, so that's 5 hits.
Yep. Yay.
So you're fighting this guy. He's actually it's a surprisingly strong spirit, but you do manage to eventually pop the route you're trying to do, but it does not scramble him up. It hurts him, and it's clearly hurting him, but he's not getting his code scrambled. Like he's getting his code scrambled, but it's not doing what it normally does. His code seems to be reorganizing itself every second you descramble it.
Koromon, would you help me here?
I think I can. What do you want me to do?
And he will hold out a little, basically a digi device. This will help you upgrade.
And of course, he does the whole Koromon thing. Did you get to Agumon? And then, for whatever reason, as you do that, badass music plays in the background.
Of course.
And of course, he's Agumon now. And he looks at the thing and he says, "Pepper breath," and it hits it. And they start doing a little bit of battle, but this thing's kind of tough for a rookie level. It seems really tough.
So while they are going at it, I am going to essentially better body using dim psi and the code on Agumon. So that way because so that way we go into Greymon.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and speed that along there. You can
Yeah.
go ahead and roll it. But
Right.
yeah, he digivolves, and like now the thing seems to be a little bit outclassed, but still, even in that form, he's like going around, and then the thing kind of looks like it's going to do something, and then it morphs a little bit.
Okay, so that goes.
And it's like, and you hear just a whisper kind of echo throughout the net. And it's like Infamon, and it turns, of course, into Infamon, spider-like and everything. And now Greymon is clearly outclassed.
Assisting Greymon, going to be making data attacks using int computers to
Alrighty, go ahead and make me 2.
do terrible things to this thing. So that's 4 successes on one, but I see that's 7 success. And here is the next one. That's 5 successes.
So, 8, 10, 2, 4, 1. That one was a tie, I believe.
Yep.
Yep, so tied. This thing got an upgrade, and it's the battle between Greymon and it is not going well. Greymon's not doing so well. Champion versus an ultimate is tough.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit, that whatever the spirit is, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving it everything you got, and you're doing a pretty good job. But he's just holding his own.
Right. Now boost on up to Metal Greymon.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll me an Arete.
Yeah.
Since you've already linked to him, this will be standard diff 4, but using a focus will immediately bring that down to 3 anyway.
I mean, essentially my magic is at either diff 3 or diff 5
Nice.
right now. Three successes.
Okay, it works. The fight
And
is now a lot more in his favor.
and he should have the attribute bonus because he's a vaccine type now.
Yep, it's doing a lot better, and Inframon is going to book it. Let me see what he can pop here.
All right, so as Inframon goes to book it, I am going to data scramble the area around him to make essentially make a cage. By essentially it's thickened space with data and Demsai, and to make his escape not fun.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him pretty bad. Go ahead and roll me your int computers again.
That's 3 successes.
You managed to trap him in the cage for a little bit, but...
Oh, Inframon, I have a place where we can give you the data that you seek.
Okay. Hold on. I need to technically I need to do this as a ritual because he's been holding this.
Mhm.
Ooh, wow. Um, what is your defense rating for your hacking to beat?
Uh,
In other words, what's the shield on your hacking? How many successes do they need to hack?
oh, they need like 10.
10?
I'm using a trinary.
Yeah, he got 11. Um, all right, so you actually managed to get Infamon successfully trapped in the cage, and you say that thing, and all of a sudden, your cage is hacked, and the data is re-scrambled, and there's an opening given to Infamon, and he sprints for it, and he goes down a data conduit and slides, and then he steps sideways.
Well,
There is also someone trying to hack you directly, however, they don't seem to be succeeding, and the attack stops. And you're currently left standing in a kind of scrambled kind of realm here because there was a lot of damage done to the coating around you.
yeah.
And so it kind of looks like you're in this half kind of white, echoey kind of data blank screen area. And
Hmm.
there's a lot of damage and code and random bits of information just kind of scrambled along. It's kind of funky looking area. It kind of looks like the area where, ironically, in the Digimon movie where they battled Infamon. It's like it got those black lines, but it's also got that white back surface area with scrambled data all over the place. And it's just you and now a giant metal Greymon standing next to you.
He will float up and sit on Greymon's shoulder. You did well. You've taken some damage. And he will put his hand on him, uh, and using one of my birthrights, uh, utilize the healing lick power and just kind of like heal him up.
Very good. That will be easy enough. You start to
So
re-scram. You start to go ahead and roll me irritate if 3.
no, that's just a birthright.
Oh, that's
That's
right. You've
that's
got
a
that. Okay.
yes. I have healing
I
lick, and I'm
I
just
remember that. All right.
touching him.
So you heal the data, seals up, and you see the coding start to vanish and go away, and some of the discrambled and blurred areas of Metal Greymon now solidify. He says, "Oh, thanks, boss.
Thanks. You do.
I hope I did good today."
You did good today. Come with me. I have a safe place,
"Oh, sure thing, boss."
and you can we can get you the food, all the roast food you like, and then
Oh,
he will take him essentially to through the web to his little to the Digifarm,
all right. You
which
take
is
him to the
basically like
Digifarm.
think like an EverQuest city, so or like the mountain city in EverQuest. That will
Mm-hmm.
be kind of like the base.
I remember. It's been years, but I remember.
Mhm.
um, when you get back to your digital farm, it looks like however you choose to
Yeah.
describe it, and it's after a while you turn on your StreamYard just looking at stuff,
Mhm.
and you hear a Streamyard that says local 7-Elevens on 6th and E and 20 and E were completely shut down today in Orlando due to unknown reasons. We are still trying to investigate this matter. However, a lot of people got, shall we say, some very free 10-gallon slushies.
Free food, charitable work.
In lighter news, the storm has loosened up, so to speak, and now we have gone from a massive downpour to just a simple drizzle. Citizens of Orlando can rejoice that the weather has finally started to clear up a bit. However, storm is not through, so keep yourself dry. Stay frosty, y'all.
Um,
Another news broadcast appears.
mhm.
In lighter news, a new victim was found today by the notorious Jack the Ripper killer. Police have refused to comment after the very odd incident here in the studio, of which Police Chief Anders refused to answer any questions we gave him, but that's another matter. Nonetheless, these victims were found the same way the others were, with a knife in the chest. Typical details have been displayed to you at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, police refuse to answer and comment at this time, but we'll have more for you as the story updates.
Curious, and he'll look over at the core along. So this is my little island, little world
Oh, well, this looks amazing.
I've built for Digimon who aren't exactly safe out there, who agree to help me in return. I provide them food, shelter, games, sports, things that all sorts of entertainment. Places where you can train fun little battle monsters to hunt and have a good time with.
He smiles and he does the whole glowing, like twinkle in the eye thing. He says, I think I'll like it here.
Ah, I think you will too.
Smiles, gets all happy, and goes to bounce off. And with that, we will actually end the scene if you have no more to do. But I'll do have one more thing you'll see on the news broadcast as you're watching the Digimon kind of flow off.
Mhm.
This just in. Down over on 7th and 6th, one of the few blocks where the old floral shop used to be, there were reported many explosions happening a few nights ago. Police are still unsure as to what did this. However, massive explosion residue and holes had been found on the street and near the empty lot. Investigations still underway. Although it was seen that there was an old BMW driving away from the scene. The license plate has been unidentified. However, keep your eye out for a damaged BMW with a rear damaged left side. And you hear several Digimon playing and having fun off in the distance. And with that, we will fade out. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Orlando Ascended. Good night, y'all. Have a good one.